Hello and welcome to What the Hey. Thank you for joining me to check out a video that someone suggested I react to, and that person was Bense Erdes, so hello to you and thank you once again for the request. And the actual content that they suggested I check out is titled History of the Entire World, I guess, which was uploaded on May 10th of 2017. The video duration is 19 minutes and 25 seconds, and the video description lists a bunch of links to their other social media accounts, and the actual channel that created this very iconic video is Bill Wurtz, who I will have tagged and have the video linked in the description, so if you want to check those sources out, they are there for you. Also in the description, if there's anything in this content I feel like someone would like to be warned about, that will be mentioned in the description as well. You don't have to read it, but you can if you want to. And then last but not least, I will pin a little comment with the different segments and timestamps of this video, so if there's something specific you want to watch, only one specific segment, that will be listed there. But I believe that is everything for you to know, so let's actually check out the video itself.
Hi, you're on a rock, floating in space. Pretty cool, huh? Some of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water.
And
I can't
salt.
even get from here to there without buying a boat. It's
That
sad.
is not a boat.
I'm sad. I miss you.
Oh, that's so nice.
A long time ago,
the
actually
harmonies.
never, and also now, nothing is nowhere. When? Never. Makes sense, right?
Yes.
Like I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere.
Very
That's why it's
true,
been
until
everywhere.
something
It's
happened.
been so everywhere, you don't need a where. You don't even need a when. That's how
Or a
every
why.
it gets.
Every it gets. That's a good quote. Yes. So we're just existing now. Everything is light. Everything is great. Everything
Get
is
this. I want to be something. Go
true.
somewhere. Do something. I want things to change.
I wanna make-
invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I
Yes.
just don't know when to start.
right now.
And that's exactly where it started. Oh, I
Wow.
paused it. I think there's a
That is the
universe
plot
now.
of
What's
the
it made of?
Big Bang
Quarks and
Theory.
stuff. Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time.
So
Try
many
to stick together because
trademark.
the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's still very full.
That is
at
very
about a jillion
psychedelic.
degrees.
A good
Great news, the quarks are now happily married in groups of 3,
Oh,
called
good
a
for
proton
them.
or a neutron. And there's something
Jimmy
else flying around
Neutron.
too that wants to join in but can't because it's still too...
That's true. It's very psychedelic
Great
and very
news,
hot.
the protons and neutrons are now happily married to each other. Some of them even doubled up.
This
Great
would have
news,
helped
the
me in
electrons have now
science
joined in.
class. honestly.
Congratulations, the world is now a bunch of gas in space.
It's
But it's getting
stinky.
closer together.
It's very
getting closer together.
tense.
And it's getting closer
Closer and closer.
New
I
shit
look-
just got made. Some stars burn out and
Minecraft
die.
elements.
Bigger stars burn out and die with passion and make some brand new, way crazier shit.
I don't like chemistry.
Which
It
allows newer,
scares
more
me,
interesting
and it's
stars
very
to be made
complicated.
and then die and explode into So now stars have cool stuff
That's a
around
beautiful
them, like rocks,
sun.
ice, and funny clouds, which can make some very interesting things. Like this ball of flaming rocks, for example.
All the Earth.
Holy shit, we just got hit with another ball of flaming rocks, and it kind of made a mess, which is now...
Oh, we
Weather
love the
update, it's raining
moon.
rocks from outer space. Weather update, those rocks might have
We're
had
getting
water inside them, and now
updates.
there's hot steam
Great.
in the sky. Weather update, cooler temperatures today, and the floor is no longer lava. Weather update, it's raining.
That's
Severe
great.
flooding alert, the entire world is now an ocean. Volcano alert.
Oh, yay.
in the ocean. What? Something's alive
Oh,
in the
snap.
ocean. Oh, cool, like a plant or an animal? No,
No.
a microscopic speck. It lives at the bottom of the ocean
Is
and
it
eats
an
chemical soup, which is
amoeba?
being served hot and fresh, made from gnarly space ingredients left over from when it was raining rocks or
Gnarly.
whatever. Oh yeah, and it can do that. It has
splits
secret
up.
instructions written inside itself telling it how to build another one of itself.
That's
so that's pretty
great,
nifty,
very
I
smart.
would say. Tired of living at the bottom of the ocean?
Yes. Oh.
Using a
We
revolutionary
eating
technique,
good,
you can convert
boys.
sunlight into food. Side effect, now there's oxygen everywhere and the sky's blue.
We can
Then the Earth might have been
breathe.
a snowball for a while, maybe even a couple of times. It's a
Maybe.
sponge, it's a plant, it's a worm, and some other types
SpongeBob.
of weird, strange water bugs and strange fish. It's the Cambrian explosion.
So many
Wow,
different
that's animals and
things.
stuff. But we're still in the ocean. Hey, can we go on land?
No.
Why? The
Sun is a deadly laser. That's the only thing I know from this video.
Now the animals can go on land. Come on, animals, let's go on land. Nope, can't walk yet.
That
And there's no
sucks.
food yet, so I don't care.
That's true.
Okay,
Why
will you learn to
leave
walk
when
if
you
there's
don't need
plants up
anything?
here? Maybe, said some bugs and fish.
That's so tough. They're trying.
Okay, so I can go on land, but I have to go back in the water to have
That's fair.
learn to use an egg.
I was already doing that.
Use a stronger egg. Put water in it. Have a baby on land in an egg. Water is in the egg. Baby in the egg in the water in the
And
egg.
it drowned.
Works for
Just
me.
kidding.
Bye-bye, ocean.
Bye
And now
bye.
everything's
Bye
huge,
bye.
including bugs. Want to see a map of the
And
land?
then there's
Sure.
diseases and
Oh,
stuff.
fuck, now everything's dead. Just
Yeah.
kidding, here are the survivors. Keep your eye on this
Yay,
one
they
because
look
it's about to become
scary.
the dinosaurs. Here's another map of the land. Yeah, it broke apart. Don't worry about it. It does that all the time.
Oh,
Here comes a meteor.
interesting. Well,
Dinosaurs are gone.
Bye-bye.
It's
So
mammal time. Here come the
simple.
mammals. Look at those breasts. Now they're gonna dominate
Great.
the world, and one of them just learned how to grab stuff.
That's scary.
And walk. No, like walk like that and grab stuff at the same time. And bang rocks
Achievements.
together to make
Look at
rocks.
us.
Ouch. And
We're
set things on
great.
fire. Youch. And make crazy sounds with their voice. Groosh, which can mean different things.
Grushk.
That's a human person.
Wow,
they're
an
everywhere.
individual.
Almost.
Ice Age.
What? You can walk over here?
Yes.
Not anymore.
We'd
Well, I
love
guess
to
we're stuck here
explore.
now. Let's review. There's people on the planet.
Which is a
And they're chasing
bad
their food.
decision.
Fuck it. Time to plant some grass. Look at this. I control
Ah,
the food
yes.
now. Now everyone will want to
Hunter-gatherer
be my friend
stage.
and live near me. Let's all build houses, except mine is bigger because I own the food. This
Yes.
is great. I wonder if anyone else is doing this. Tired of using
Everyone
rocks
else
for
is.
everything? Use metal.
Literally.
It's underground. Better farming was just invented in a sweet dank valley right in between these two rivers, and the animals are helping.
Guess what happens next?
I
More
don't
food
know.
And more people who came to buy the food. Now you need people to help make the food and keep track of the sales.
This is
Now you
where
need
we
houses
should
for
have
people to live in and
stopped,
people to make
because
houses,
now
and
we
there's
have,
more people
like,
and they invent things, which makes
capitalism.
things better, and more people come, and
And
there's more
everything
farming,
is
more people to make
bad.
more things for more people, and now there's business, money, writing, laws, power.
This is where everything got bad, dude. This
Coming
is
soon
where
to
we
a
should
dank
have
river valley
stopped.
near you. Meanwhile,
Oh,
out in the middle of
man.
nowhere, the horse is probably being tamed. Why is all my metal so lame and lumpy? Tired of
True.
using lame, sad metal? Introducing
Yes.
made with special ingredient
Right, the
tin from
Bronze
far lands of
Age,
Tinland. I
yay.
don't know, my dealer won't tell me where he gets it. Also, guess what?
Egypt.
Meanwhile,
With
out
the
in the middle of nowhere,
pyramids
they
and
figured
stuff.
out how to put wheels on a horse. Now we're getting
Ah,
somewhere.
we got
Also,
transportation.
And did I mention
China.
Valley civilization.
Wow.
Norte Chico.
the Middle East is getting more complicated? Maybe because
Can't
it's in the
forget
middle of
them,
the
that's
East.
true.
Knock knock or clop clop. It's the people
Haha,
with the
that's funny.
horses, and they made an empire, and then everyone else copied their horses.
Greeks.
Because
Oh,
horses
look, it
are
must be the
epic.
Greeks, or a beta version of the Greeks. Let's check
They're
in with the Indus River
betas.
Valley civilization.
Really,
They're
I've
gone.
never heard
Guess
them
who's not
called
gone?
that.
China. New arrivals in India. Maybe it's those horse people I was talking about.
Probably the horse
Cousins or
people.
something.
Yes. All
And
very
they wrote
closely
Some
related,
hymns and
which is weird.
mantras and stuff.
You could make a religion out of this.
Yeah.
There's the Bronze Age collapse.
Now the Phoenicians can get down to business.
Also, can we switch to a metal that's a little easier to find? Thanks.
Yeah,
Look who
this
came
is
back to
literally
Israel.
like
It's the
watching
12 tribes of Israel.
Minecraft.
And they believe in God.
Just one, though. He's got
Yay.
like a 10-step program.
Yahweh.
There's some huge heads. Must be the Olmecs. The Phoenicians make some colonies. The Greeks copy their idea and make some colonies. The Phoenicians made a
Literally,
colony so
everyone
big it
just
makes
steals
colonies. Here comes
everyone
the
else's
Assyrian Empire.
ideas.
Never mind, it's the Babylonian Median.
It's the Persian Empire.
Very
Wow,
big.
that's big.
Yes.
Ah, the Buddha was just
Literally.
enlightened. Who's the Buddha? This guy who sat under a tree for so long that he figured out how to ignore the fact that we're all dying. You can make a religion out
That's
of this.
honestly a
Oops,
very
China
good way
just
to
broke, but
live.
While it was breaking, Confucius was figuring out how to have good morals. Ah, the Greeks just had the idea of thinking about stuff. And right over
Wow,
here, Alexander just had
so
the idea
great.
of conquering the entire Persian Empire. It's a great
Mhm.
idea. He was great. And now
Yeah,
he's dead.
for some
Hopefully,
reason.
the rest of the gang will be able to share the empire evenly between them. Knock knock.
Not
It's
really.
Chandragupta. He says, "Get the hell out of here." Will you get the hell out of here if I give you 500 elephants? Okay, thanks. Bye.
Not really. Yep. Yay. People are never
Forget about this
happy.
part.
That is
That's
what
the Tamil
history
Kings.
is.
No one conquers the Tamil Kings. Who are the Tamil Kings?
Merchants
Good question. I don't know.
And they've got spices.
Who would like to buy the
Spice
spices?
trade.
Me, said the Arabians,
Let's go,
swiftly
let's
buying them and
go.
selling it to the rest of the world. Hey,
Yep.
China put itself back together again with good morals as their main
There's
philosophy.
so many
Actually, they have
dynasties.
three main
It's
philosophies.
insane. Taoism. Ayo.
Out here, the horse nomads run wild and free, and they would like to ransack your city.
Yeah, and they're very intense because they literally conquer
Let's
everyone
check
for
the
some
Greekification
reason.
levels of the Greekified kingdoms. Greekification overload. Bye, said the Parthians. Bye, said the Jews. Hi, said the Parthians, taking over the
Bye
entire
and
place.
hello.
Hey, said the Romans, eating the entire Mediterranean for
Scary.
breakfast. Thanks for invading our homeland, said the Jews, who were
Yes,
starting to
very
get tired
nice.
of people invading their homeland. Hi,
Mhm.
everything's great, said some guy who seems to be getting very
Yay.
popular and is then arrested and killed for being too popular, which only makes him
Yep.
more popular. You can make a religion
Yep.
out of this. Want silk?
Oh, yeah.
Now you can buy it from China. They just made a...
Brand new road to the world.
It's such a big road. Surprisingly, the road was not made out of silk.
Sick. New trade routes, said India, accidentally spreading their religion to the entire southeast. That's a good
Yep.
place for an epic trading kingdom. There goes Buddhism traveling up the Silk Road. I wonder if it'll reach China before it collapses again. Remember the Persian Empire? Yep, said the Persians, making a new one. Axum is getting so powerful they would like to build a long
And they're
stick.
just
Has anyone
randomly there.
populated Madagascar yet? Let's do it together.
The animals, the penguins, that's who.
Then it broke again.
Still
Cause
can't
it
cross the
doesn't know
Sahara
how to
Desert. Try
stay
camels.
together.
Yeah, now we got business.
Said the Ghana Empire,
poor
selling lots of
camels.
gold and slaves. Hi, I live in the Roman Empire, and I was wondering...
Is loving Jesus legal yet?
No. Actually, okay, sure, said Constantine, moving the capital way
Yeah,
over
he
here
was
to be closer to
very,
his main
like,
rival.
tolerant, which
Don't worry
was
about Rome, it
interesting.
won't fall.
It's the golden age of India.
There's the Gupta Empire, not Chandragupta, just Gupta. First name
Very
Chandra,
different.
the first. Guess who's in Rome?
Barbarians.
What's a
Not the
barbarian?
Romans?
Non-Romans, said the Romans, being invaded by non-Romans. R.I.P. Roman Empire.
Yep.
Or actually just half of it. The other half is just fine. But it's not in Rome anymore, so let's give it a new name.
They're all over the place.
Have figured out the stars.
Kind of.
Oh, and here's a huge city. Population, everyone. The Gok Turks have taken over the entire
my
Eurasian
gosh.
steppe. Great job, Gok Turks. How's India? Broken. How's China?
Back together.
That's
How's
surprising
those
for
trading
once.
kingdoms?
Bigger and there's more of them.
Korea has 3 kingdoms. Japan has a kingdom. It's the Sunrise Kingdom.
Yes.
Deep in the Arabian
That was a
desert,
very
on top of
short
mountain,
intermission.
The real God whispers in Muhammad's ear. So he goes down to the cube where everyone worships gods, and he tells them their gods are all fake. And everyone
That's
gets
how
so mad
religion
at him,
is.
He had to leave town and go to a different town. You can make a religion out of this, and maybe conquer the world as well. The Roman Empire is long gone, but somehow the Pope is still the Pope. Plus, there's
That's how that works.
Kingdoms all over Europe.
I wonder if there's room for Moors. Here's all the wisdom. In a house. It's the Baghdad House of Wisdom.
Oh,
just in time
snap.
for these.
Islamic golden age.
Let's bring stuff to the coast.
There's
and
so
sell
many
it.
ages
On the
and so
Swahili,
many
on the Swahili
dynasties.
coast, said the Swahili on the Swahili coast. Remember this tiny space you have to go through to get from here to there? Someone owns that now. Want to get enlightened in the middle of nowhere? The Franks have the biggest kingdom in Europe, and the Pope is so proud that he invites the king over for Christmas. Surprise, you're the new Roman emperor, said the
Oh,
Pope.
that's such a
pretending to
nice
still be part of
Christmas
the Roman
gift.
Empire. Then the Franks broke their kingdom into what will later be called France and not France.
Yes.
The Northerners, or just Norse if you don't have much
We
time,
love them.
are exploring. They go north, from the north to the northern north,
Yep.
and they find some land, 2 types of land, and they name them accordingly.
Yeah.
They also invade some other places and get called
Biggest
many
move
names, such as
ever.
Vikings. There's the
Love
Rus,
them for
the
that.
Kievan Rus. Are they Vikings? I don't think so, said the Kievan
They
Rus.
just
Okay, fair
survived
enough.
snow.
The Pope is ready to make some more emperors of the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. It's actually Germany, but
Yep.
don't worry about it.
That'll
New
be
kingdoms.
later.
Nationalize all the kingdoms.
Which brand would you like? Mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's better. Time to conquer England, said William. It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's the Seljuk Turks.
Oh,
Said the Byzantine Empire, who's getting so small
So
it almost doesn't exist
scary.
anymore. We need help. They need help, so they call the Pope. Hey, Pope, can you help us get rid of the Seljuks? Maybe take back the Holy Land on the way? Come on, I know you want to take back the Holy Land. Yes, I do actually want to do that. Let's do a crusade.
Crusade.
They did many
Crusade's
crusades, some of which
scary.
almost didn't fail, but at least the Italians got some sweet trade deals.
Yes.
Goodbye, Mayans.
Hello,
oh my
Toltecs.
Goodbye,
gosh.
Toltecs.
Hello, Mississippi.
Look at those mounds.
Very
There's the
old
Pueblo. I always wondered how to
Mississippi.
build a town and a cliff. Guess who's here? Come here. Where? Here. And Pagan
Oh,
is
that's
there.
funny.
Vietnam
That's
unconquered
good. I
itself.
like
Korea just
wordplay.
became
Very
itself.
nice.
And Japan is so addicted to art that the military might have to take over the government. China just invented bombs and typing. And the Mongols just invaded most of the
With
universe.
horses.
Nice going, Genghis. I bet that will last a long time.
No.
Some of the Islamic Turks were unaffected by the Mongol invasions because they were busy invading India. Is it Tonga time? I think it's Tonga time. I just found out where the Swahili gets all their gold. Look at this Chad. Means lake.
Ha.
There's an empire there, right in the middle of The king of
Hi.
Mali is so rich he's going
And
on
that's
tour
where
to let
Toto
everyone know.
got
Wow,
their
that guy's
best
rich,
song ever.
everyone said. The Christians are doing a great job reconquering Iberia, which will soon be called Spain and not Spain. Please remain Christian. We will check in later to see if you're still Christian when you least expect. Whoops, half of Europe just died. China's back, yay!
I was wondering
Hey,
when the
come here, time to
diseases
share.
were gonna
New
be brought
kingdoms here
into
and there.
discussion.
Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit.
The I've heard this. I've
Mahapajit,
seen this
Mahapajahit,
clip just a little bit.
Mahajapit.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
Italy's really
go.
rich. Time for them to care a lot about art and the ancient classics. It's kind of like a rebirth. Here's a
I
printer.
wonder
Let's make
why.
Books. So you think you can conquer the Byzantine Empire?
Yes.
Said the Ottoman Turks. Nice job,
And they
Ottoman
did.
Turks. Oops, you missed a spot. Don't forget
That's
to ban
okay.
Europe from the Indian spice trade. What? That's
Yep.
bullshit, said Portugal. Spiceless.
Well, I guess we'll have to find another way.
And they go all the way around.
Wait, said Christopher Columbus, probably smoking crack. If the world is round, let's go this way to India. No, don't worry, we already got this, said Portugal. So Chris goes to Spain. Hey, Spain, want to hire me to find India by going around back of the world? No, please, no, please, no, please.
Please,
Okay.
I
So he
swear,
sails into the
please, I'll
ocean
find it.
And discovers more ocean.
Yeah.
And then discovers the Indies and Japan. Let's draw a line to decide who gets which half of the world. The Aztec and Inca empires are off to a great start. I wonder if they know that Europe just discovered their continent. The Habsburgs are marrying into so many royal families they might have to start marrying each other. Move
Which is
over,
not
Lithuania.
good.
Here comes Moscow. Ivan wants to make Russia great again. Move over, Timurids. Maybe go invade India or something. Persia just
Something.
made Persia Persian again. Let's make it the other kind of Islam. The one where we thought the first guy should have been the other guy.
Yep.
Hey, Christians, do you sin? Now you can buy your way out of hell. That's bullshit.
is
This whole
such
thing
a
is
great
bullshit.
idea.
That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95
Thank
reasons
you.
why, said Martin Luther. in
Thank
his
you,
new
Martin
book, which
Luther.
might
We
have
love you
accidentally
for
started
that.
The Protestant Reformation. You know what would be magnificent? Said Suleiman, wearing an
That is
onion
a
hat.
great
What if
hat.
the Ottoman Empire was really big, which it is now? What if Russia was big? Said Ivan, trying not to be terrible. Portugal had a dream that they
That's
controlled
so
the entire
sad
Indian
to be
Ocean,
called like
including
Ivan
spice
the
trade.
Terrible.
And then
Like
that
you
dream
get
was
that
real.
with your
And
name.
Spain realized that this is not India, but they pillaged it anyway. Damn, said England and France. We gotta start pillaging some stuff. Then
Yep.
the Dutch
And
revolt
this is
all the
where
hipsters moved to Amsterdam.
everything goes
Damn, said
wrong.
Amsterdam. We gotta start pillaging some stuff.
Yep.
Question 1. Can you get to India through North America? No, but at least there's beaver. Question 2. Steal the spice trade. That's not a question, but the Dutch did it anyway.
Sugar.
Guess where all the sugar's made? In Brazil. Stolen. In the Caribbean. And it's so goddamn profitable, you might forget to not do slavery. The next thing on Russia's to-do
You might
list is
not,
to get
but
bigger.
you do.
Britain and France are having a friendly discussion about who should control the entire world. More specifically, Ohio. Then it escalates into a 7-year discussion.
Is
giving
that
Prussia
why
a chance to
Ohio
show
is
Austria
so
who's
weird?
boss. But what about Britain and France? Did they figure out who's boss? Yes,
Nope.
they did. It's Britain. Guess who's broke? Also Britain.
Yeah.
The hell out of America. Fuck you, says America, declaring their independence
Let's
and fighting for it.
go.
France helps them win. Now France is broke. And Britain will have to send their prisoners to a different continent. Wait, if France is
Australia,
broke, why
with
do
all the
king and
weird
queen still wear
animals.
such fancy dresses? Let's overthrow the palace and cut all their heads off, said Robespierre, cutting everybody's head off until someone
We
eventually
love
got
the
mad and cut
French
his head
for
off.
that.
You could make a No, don't. Haiti is starting to like the idea of a revolution, especially the slaves, who free themselves
Yep.
by killing their masters. Why didn't we think of this before? Wait, who's in
Thank
charge
you.
of France now? Said Napoleon, trying to take over Europe. Luckily,
He
they
has a
banished him to
movie
an
that
island.
recently came out, and it was pretty
Luckily,
good.
they banished him to another island. There goes Latin America, becoming independent in the Latin American Wars of Independence. Britain just figured out how to turn steam into power, so now they can make
Many different types of
Industrial
machines
Revolution.
and factories with machines in them, so they
Yeah.
can make a lot
All the
of
things,
products
and people get injured really
Then they
easily.
invent some trains and conquer India and
Choo-choo.
maybe put some trains there. Hey, China, said Britain, buy stuff from us. Nah, dude, we already got everything, says China. So Britain tried to get them addicted to opium, which
Yep.
worked actually. But then China made it illegal and dumped it all into the
Good
sea.
for
so
them.
Britain threw a hissy fit and made them open up 5 cities and give them an island.
That's
Britain and Russia
exactly
are playing
what
a game
Britain
where they try to
does,
stop each other from
24/7.
conquering Afghanistan. Also, the
Sultan of Oman lives in Zanzibar now.
Why not?
just where he
That
lives.
just sounds
India
fun.
just had a revolution, and they would like to govern themselves now. Nope, said Britain, governing them even harder than before.
Yep, because they're very mean.
Technology is about to go crazy.
The United
What's
States
with the
finally figured
hippo?
out whether slavery is good or bad. It's bad, they decided.
It is
And
bad.
then they continued manifesting their destiny, which is to kill the rest of the natives.
That
and take their
very
land and maybe
epic
kick out the
picture
Mexicans, too.
of
I know,
manifestation.
let's rape
Yes.
Africa, said Europe, scrambling to see who could rape it the fastest.
For some reason.
Britain and France are still hungry. They never got Thailand. The United States ran out of destiny to manifest, so they're looking for more.
Hawaii, Cuba.
Yeah,
Look,
I don't know
Spain
why
controls Cuba.
I
Oh,
think we
blame
got
something
the
on them and go
idea
to
to
war.
take
What should
other
we blame on
places
Spain?
from
Let's
England.
blame the
We
Maine
got
on
inspired.
Spain, so they blame the Maine on Spain. Now we're in business. To celebrate, they kick Panama out of Panama and make a canal, connecting the 2 oceans. Britain just found oil in the Middle East. It makes cars go. China is
Broom,
so
broom.
tired of being bossed around that they delete their old government and make a new, stronger government, which is accidentally weaker and controlled by a
Yep.
guy from the previous government. Europe hasn't had a war since the last war, so they start
And they're
World War I.
tense,
Look
and
at
they
those
want a
guns.
war for
It's
some
gonna be a
reason.
great war. So great we won't need a second one. After it's
Nope.
over, they blame Germany. Russia went on strike and the workers overthrew the government. Now everyone's paycheck is the same.
Communism in the Soviet Union.
The Arabs revolt.
Very
and Britain
full
helps. Now
plan.
the Ottoman Empire's gone, so we can give the
Jewish people.
There's so
a place
much
to
happening at
live.
once.
Hopefully the Arabs won't mind. Let's cut the cake, said Sykes and Picot, carving up the remains of the not-so-Ottoman anymore empire.
Except Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new turkey.
And then the Saudis conquer
So
Arabia.
many
It just seemed
turkeys.
like the right thing to do. Hello?
Ah,
Yes, it's the 1920s
telephone.
calling. Let's get in the car and drive to a party and listen to jazz on the
Vroom,
radio and go to the
vroom.
movies. The economy's
And
great it'll
actually
probably
have
be great forever.
livable
Just kidding.
wages. Yep.
Germany's back featuring Hitler, the angry mustache model, and he's mad at the Jews for existing.
'Cause he-
Japan
yeah.
is finally conquering the East, and they're so excited they rape Nanking way too hard. They should probably just deny it. Hitler's out of control, so the international community tackles him and tries to explain why killing all the Jews is a bad idea.
It's
But he
very
kills
bad.
himself before they could explain it to him.
Yep.
That's World War II.
Bonus round: Pacific Showdown. United States versus Japan. Fight.
Very bad idea.
Finish
Yep.
it. Let's unite all the nations and have some
World peace.
Seems legit. Hi, I'm Gandhi, and if Britain doesn't get the hell out of India, I'm going to starve myself in public.
Which is
Wow,
fair.
that worked. Bonus,
Yep.
now there's Pakistan. Actually, 2 Pakistans. One of them could be Bangladesh later. The Jews and the Arabs finally figured out which one of them should live in the Holy Land. Me, they both said at the same time. Let's divide up the land so everyone's happy.
Psych, they both get angrier.
Look
Yeah,
out, China,
that's
there's a
how
new China in
people
China.
work.
What's on the menu? Communism. No thanks, said the other China, escaping to an island. I wonder which one is the real China. There's the Korean War, Korea versus Korea. Nobody wins, then it's on pause forever. Let's meet
Yep.
the sponsors. Oh, it's the 2 global superpowers. They're having a friendly debate over which economic
Not
system
very
is good
friendly.
and which one is an evil virus of Satan. And they both have atom bombs. Fight!
And
Wait,
we
no,
could
that would be the end of
both
the world.
possibly
Let's just
die.
keep it cool and spy on each other instead.
Yes.
And make sure we have enough atom bombs. I'll
Yep.
race you to space. Now let's make some more
Moon.
countries fight themselves. Europe is tired of pillaging other continents, and the continents they were pillaging are
They
tired
need
of
to
being
take a
pillaged.
break.
So here's a new map with new countries. Now you can't tell
Yes.
who they're being pillaged by. The United States finally decided whether racism is good or bad. They decided it's bad. And
Bad.
the world agrees.
Yes.
South Africa might need another minute to think about it. Let's check the world population. Whoa.
Too many people.
Technology's better too. That might keep happening. The Soviet
Yep.
Union decides to relax a little and accidentally falls
Good for
apart.
them.
Europe makes a union, so now they can all use the same money, except Britain because they don't feel like it. Let's check the mail. Surprise, it's on the computer. Whoops, someone just attacked America. I bet they'll remember that. Phone call. Surprise, it's in your pocket. Want to learn everything?
Gosh,
Surprise,
this
it's
is
on
so
the computer.
much.
Now your phone's a computer, which is in your pocket. Whoops, the
And you
economy
carry
just
it
crashed.
around.
Don't worry, the big banks won't fail because they're not supposed to. Surprise, flying robots.
They fail
With
and
bombs.
stuff.
Want to print a brain? Some people have no friends. Some people have no food. The globe is warming.
And the ocean is full of plastic.
And the
Let's save the
plastic
planet,
is
said
in
everybody.
our
Not
blood
now.
and
Let's
stuff.
invent a thing inventor, said the thing inventor after being invented by a thing inventor.
Oh, is
That's
this
pretty
AI?
Cool. By the way, where the hell are we?
We're in space. And space is great. You know, that's just how it is. So much history in one video told in a very like casual, nonchalant way, which I can appreciate. Since I plan on becoming like a social studies / history teacher, this is very fun to see because I feel like the best ways, obviously, to educate anyone is to try and do it in an entertaining way. That way it sticks in people's brains because nowadays that's very hard to do. I guess the only way that this video can't exactly help things to stick is because it's doing the history of the entire world, they guess. So it's a lot of information very fast, but in a general way, you get the consensus that people do not great things, but we're still trying to make it. And although I'm fairly familiar with like a lot of geography and general like world history stuff, there is some stuff in this video that I didn't even recognize and I've never heard of, which then again, like it's so hard to cover anything in one history class. So having a video kind of do it in a very basic but fun way is awesome. And on the visual side of things, I feel like that helped to make the video more entertaining as well, because sometimes you just had random like drawings of stick figures, but then you actually had like photos and maps. So sometimes it was fun to like actually recognize some of the countries or like the dinosaurs in the beginning. I like that. And then on the audio side of things, it was really cool because he kind of had a mix between just regularly speaking about things, but then sometimes he'd do like the harmonies and he'd sing a little bit, and that was funny because you never knew exactly what to expect while watching this. At least I didn't know what to expect. Which in a very gentle and soft way, I feel like sometimes when it was the singing parts, it was like a very minor jump scare, but it was still like you didn't expect it, so it was like, oh, okay. With actually talking about the history in this video, I feel like there was a really good mix between talking about like advancements in like technology. There was stuff to do with politics and war that was really good, trade routes and everything, and then there was a lot to do with religion because religion is a very big aspect in history. So I don't feel like there was more talked about in one certain aspect, which is good. So you have a general idea of why the world is progressing in the way that it is, according to this video at least. I'd be kind of curious to see, because I know when I was looking up this video, there was someone who reacted to it who was an actual like historian, and I haven't watched it yet, so I'd be curious to see what they think about it, because I'm fairly familiar with history, but there's stuff I'm still too young to know all the things, so I'd like to see what they like point out if like anything in this video is inaccurate, which there probably was to some degree, but anyways, still very cool and very impressive because that was a lot of details. I'm all like kind of curious about who actually compiled all that information. They probably had a few people work on that because that took a while, I'm guessing. But I guess in general, my favorite thing about this video is just the fact that it's done in an entertaining way, because with teaching anything really, whether it's like science or history or English or math, if you teach it how it is, usually people aren't going to enjoy it as much because most of the stuff is kind of complicated, at least the first time you're learning about it. So when you have someone who comes in and makes stuff entertaining, but it still actually is educational, that's usually when it at least helps. Whether or not someone remembers the information, hey, you know, it is what it is. But at the same time, it's still more enjoyable, I feel like, to see it in this way. I'm curious if like teachers have actually shown this in their class, or maybe if like AP World History students have watched this before taking a test, because honestly, I feel like this would kind of help. But once again, if you'd like to check the actual video out for yourself or the channel that created it, I'll have those like tagged and linked in the description, so those are there for you. But I believe that is it, so thank you very much for watching. Bye.